magic love. In the golden hall under the fiery stars, I caught your gaze as if by a spell on the spot. Under crowns of sparkling rays, you were like a fairy, a shining dream. From the south I came with longing and splendor, but you are from the north, from the land of snow. And yet destiny in its holy game caught us in a spell, in a secret word. When I shook your hand, a lightning bolt went through royal hearts, through the hidden dream, and time broke into an eternal charm, like two lost in an endless fairy tale. But fate told us that we were destined to leave, I to the warm seas, you to your gentle north, and yet love, like the fire within us, ignite the distance that tries to break it in the rains. Through enchanted nights, on winds of longing, riding on the wings of a traveling flight, I sent stargazers and dreams in silence, to tell you that the longing for you does not die. On snowy mountains across the great seas, Princess Love breaks through the border, and whatever kingdom would settle between us, we will break curses, we will erase needs. In a dance of light and pearly wind, I think of you, Queen of Dreams, and I swear that nothing will extinguish from flight the love that burns, eternal, with longing. I would like to step into the snow palace, to be by your soul in the heavy night, and in your arms we will weave a future, a world where there is only longing. And the day when fate will crown us, it will be a story with gold on it, because the prince and the girl from the icy north will make love be advice. And in secret, under the cold sapphire stars, we will hold hands in the last thread, and the world will know that through fire and storm, the magical love, we win together. Through silvery nights, under the moonlight, I look for you, my love, through the stars, together, hoping that magic will find us again, that the longing in the soul will not tire. On golden winds, on sunbeams, I sent a dream to whisper to you light, words of mystery, of longing and mystery, to make you feel that love is not just ephemeral. Under the icy sky, through snowy mountains, I feel your memory with my eyes closed, and in my heart like a tender song. Love lies silent, beautiful. But here, fate has finally united us, with its magical grace, with destined charm. In the north and in the south, the worlds intertwine, and our kingdoms in love live. At the crystal gates, under blue skies, extending my hand to you, lost among the stars, and around the palace everything is sparkling. The two of us are the dream that caught the dawn. There is no time, no place, no space, no road, to break the love that I feel and say, for our souls, under the heavenly spell, in a covenant a natural world will remain, and in the book of kingdoms it will remain written, that in the old fairy tale, on a night with fairies, a prince and a princess from the world they came, that in any magic love has an end. In the dance of the gentle starlights, I hold you by my side, you are all I would want, under the sky lit by fleeting comets, in your arms I forget the big world, and the wind sings us a silent song, with whispers that in hearts wanted to begin. The palace of ice and fire united, and our love in flight blossomed. Crowns of gold, rubies and flowers, they cannot increase the love of the dawn, because you are the treasure that I carry in my soul, a spell that burns from the south to the north. Princesses, kingdoms and ancient curses, they cannot separate two paired hearts, because fate has written us in an enchanted fairy tale, and our love is unforgettable. And the moon bows and the stars yearn, when you kiss me under the night's shiver. You are the dream that secretly wanted to come true, a longing that through centuries has not tired. In that sacred moment, under the silver sky, we swear to remain united forever, through the north and through the south, through night and day, because our love will not perish. Through mountains of glassy and oceans of fire, our love calls us with an ambiguous voice. With wings of dreams towards you I go. Under the spell of destiny I gently throw myself, and the angels sing a diaphanous hymn, when I feel your warm hand over my grace. In the chorus of fate, two enchanted princes, with burning hearts bound by fate. The light born from the stars binds us, under blue skies woven by fate. Neither walls, nor mountains, nor wars, nor wind. I do not break the oath that we write in our minds. At dawn, on ships with golden sails, we will take love to worlds without chaos, and time shows us an endless path, where we two will live happily. In the icy north, in the hot south, forests listen to us, bones speak to us, because our love from the past was written. Through the whispers of centuries, through the open wind, under the vault of dreams at the snow palace, we hold each other in our arms, far from the star, the world that wanted to keep us in need, but it did not prevail because love is us. In the great hall of white marble, with chandeliers that seem like stars in a garland, The princess hugs me with infinite longing, under the oath of sealed fire. Kings watch with silent amazement, as fate fulfills lost love, and heaven sends divine light, blessing this queen. We hold hands on the silver staircase, under the moonlight that has gone out in flames. A whole world now cheers us on, and our love remains aflame. Hundreds of roses sway in the wind, our souls are lost in a song. We dance without fear under the stars of longing, in the spell of love, a traveling dream. Years pass and the kingdom is clothed in light, under our warm, serene reign. Through the south and the north, through the mountains and the sea, love remains a holy calling. And even if time cruel will pass, and the cold nights will seem colder and colder, the two of us will remain an eternal story, in hearts carved, beautiful and dull. Thus ends the great destiny, two hearts united by a calling, for the magic of love cannot perish, when souls burn eternally to love. Under the clear sky, over the crystal mountains, we write our love on a royal parchment, with stars all around and gentle winds. We swear to stay together forever, stranger. In the dreamy night, on the golden throne, in your gentle eyes a treasure is reflected, a pure soul, illuminated by destiny, a holy love, a divine fire. On the emerald lake with white swans, we carry sweet dreams on the wings of beads. With every whisper, with every kiss, we are born again with the past lost. And here, my love, a world is ours, with rivers of longing and blue light. From south to north the kingdoms sing, that our love is never broken. Under the rain of stars, under the royal moon, I bring you my oath on an astral ray, and the wind sings us the holy ballad. Through forgotten times love soars us. In the ballroom where time stands still, every dance step like a dream unites us. With eyes closed in the rhythm of a story, we live happily under the celestial magic. And even if cold winds come over us, we embrace love through fire and need. For the prince and his chosen princess, they will be together in a life embracing. In the silver dawn when the sun appears, I sip your kiss with longing and ardor, and in my arms I hold you as in an enchanted dream. Our love is an unblemished fairy tale. Through sapphire forests and gardens of light, we get lost far away on a divine path, with flowers that sing under the light steps. In the world of love we are dreamers. On the sea we float on a silken wave, with the wind that brings the chosen story. You are the ray, I am the burning fire. Together we will write love in a longing. On ruby mountains under the high sky, a temple of stars forever nor palace, neither shadows nor winds can break what our heart has written without fear. And in the solemn moment when kings look, I place on your finger a royal ring, with gold of the sun and dust of treasures, swearing us eternal love and flowers. Under the pearl moon, under the celestial spell, I whisper to you that love will never end, for the south and the north have united in a song, the prince and his princess in centuries of thought. And so the story with its charm, it is written under the heavens in the light of God, a fairy tale of love that will forever remain, in hearts carved like a song in the world. Under golden rays on a crystal throne, we rule over the world with an imperial dream. With hearts united under a holy oath, love carries us through the stars and the wind. My princess smiles and her eyes shine. I hold her in my arms to tell her how much I love her. Her palace of ice and mine of ruby, they merge under the spell of smooth destiny. In boundless nights under a lit sky, love intoxicates us like pure wine. Under banners of dreams and winds of longing, we weave our souls in a light song. On the wings of the moon we float across the horizon, with the stars as witnesses and the winds of dreams. Neither mountains nor oceans can separate what fate and the gods wanted to unite. And in the great silence of the serene night, I hold you by my side, beloved queen. With golden whispers, with unceasing longing, we will write love on the illuminated sky. Time stops and the ages sing our story through the wind and mystery. Because the prince and his dreamed princess, we remain together, a life incarnate. Under the seas of the night, on sapphire clouds, we both float in a sweet delirium, but hand in hand and hearts in flight, we dance across the world under spell and longing. In the temple of love, under the emerald sky, we swear a high covenant forever. With sunbeams, flower crowns, it's just the two of us, masters of the dawn. I sing to the princess and the wind listens to me. The moon bends, love is holy, and the big stars, bathed in mystery, write our names in the dust of the sky. In the silver dawn on dream lakes, the wind kisses us with promise trembling. The echo of love resounds in the palace, an eternal song that has not been forgotten. The princess from the north and the prince from the south, with the fire of love burning like a shield, I conquer the world, destiny fulfilled, in joined arms a united soul. And so the story remains in a fairy tale, painted in stars, sculpted in a voice, a magical world, an unfathomable dream, in which love is law enough. On the wings of the wind we ride the infinite, under golden rays we write our myth. The palaces of the sky, bathed in snow, you call us to them, my sweet. The princess smiles, her gaze on fire. In her eyes the sea sings its luck, and the prince in his soul always carries it, like the stars of the night that burn for the god. When dawn breaks over the enchanted land, they know that their destiny has been destined. By the spell of love, by the gentle charm, they bind their lives in a single thought. On bridges of rays through pearly nights, they both return to the golden kingdoms, but the dream remains a silent song, which in hearts still burns pleasantly today. Under the rain of stars and the moon above, they say odes that the sky has made. Neither mountains nor oceans nor weather nor wind can separate them, nor any word. And so the legend on pages of longing will last forever in the white scenery, because pure love which has taken root is written in the light of thousands of lights. In the silence of the night, under the crystal sky, new hopes are born in the total dream. The prince and the princess in a pure love rise in eternity with a pure heart. With velvet steps on golden roads, they walk hand in hand, keeping a treasure, and the whole world under their wing becomes a magic and eternal love. In flower gardens under red roses, memories of enchanted stories are woven, and their sweet laughter in the air echoes like a sacred song on a small string. The stars sing to them in the clear nights, and the moon weaves divine crowns for them. With each step love ignites, in a silent dance that never fades. Under silver winds they float on the waters, and the whole world opens in stages. Their love shines in the golden palace, for eternity a gift and treasure. In their palaces with walls of longing, they dream of a future that is not fleeting, because their love, a holy covenant, will always last in every word. And when they leave on a crystal road, the world will keep their memory an ending, because their love in a magical world will always live like a true story. The virgin in love. On the shore of light, with the sea in her voice, a virgin stood with her longing remaining, watching a surfer on the waves flying, with a warm heart and a faint dream. 4 days on end she would come to the beach. In the sun and the wind, secretly she would watch him. With eyes of fire and a pure soul, she would follow his flight as a wave dressed. The sun burned in the clear sky, and the sea whispered a divine song. The virgin dreamed of hot arms. At the boy's eyes, gentle and obedient, the waves flowed, carrying a longing for summer, and the wind whispered a mysterious evening. To her heart, with unfulfilled longing, at the hidden dream and the longing felt, the boy saw her looking at her lightly, with a sunny smile and a dreamy voice, and his step took him to the girl with longing, inviting her to the table under the bright sky. On the wooden terrace, under the summer shadows, they both sat down in the clear silence, talking about the waves, about longing in the wind, with hearts vibrating in a secret word. The sun danced on the sea, and the wind brings them a whispering call. The maiden felt that the world was changing, when her secret love in her soul walks. She looked at him with shame, but her eyes smiled. The sweet words in her whispers flowed. The boy felt that the fire had ignited in the girl's heart with unconquered longing, and the waves of the sea, silent witnesses, they kept sweet secrets in lost waters, because that summer wrote their beginning, the love that burns and seeks the absolute. And the maiden knew that towards the sunset, she would give her heart to the one brought, when the sea would sing and the sun would dance, to bless the love that would last. In the moonlight on the deserted beach, they both walked with the magic of the heart. The steps were lost in the hot sand, and longing grew in the holy moments. The waves whispered stories of love, and the wind brought them calls of feeling. The maiden would flinch under the eyes of the embers, feeling how love caught her in the wave. He took her hand, shy and easy, with pure gestures and dreamy longing, and in their hearts, silence spoke of love, when the word flew dreamily. Under the clear sky, with stars of longing, they were lost in their gazes and in the light dream. The kiss was their fleeting covenant, weaving love with the traveling wave, and all night long they made love. They let themselves be carried by the thrill of love. with souls in flight and hearts on fire, under the cloak of the moon, under the crystal sky. The virgin, with fear but longing in her eyes, she let her heart sing love to her, and in his arms she was easily lost, feeling how the past becomes a beginning. And the sea danced under the cold rays, the waves wrote the story forever, and dawn found them in bed embraced, two burning hearts bound in a shelter. On the wooden terrace, with waves beneath them, they both drank from their gazes and dreamed, and the wind brought a perfume of mystery. On their lips an ephemeral longing was hidden. He told her stories of waves and flight, how the sun called him to the sea with longing. She listened with a full heart, of dreams and fear, of gentle love. The maiden felt her desire grow, how her soul longed for love, and in his deep and serene eyes, she saw herself floating as in divine stars. Under the gentle light of a sunset, they swore silently with a hidden voice, that their love, like a light wave, will last forever, will pass through the cloud. And the late evening found them naked, in the white room of love, delighted. Their love rose, in waves of longing, of unceasing longing. With trembling hands and living souls, they let themselves be carried by the insatiable love. In the mystery of love they found themselves, and in the summer night they merged. And in the morning the gentle sun brought them a wave of love flowing, because the sea and the sky in their kiss blessed their early love. On the shore of dreams, with silver dawn, they walked barefoot with lively steps. The warm sand told them the story, about a love that seeks its news. He whispered to her with a light voice, words of longing and secret thrill, and she, trembling with love's grace, opened her heart to the legendary dream. With serene eyes like the clear sky, she confessed her love to a divine soul, telling him of fear, of dreams, of longing, of her eager heart, of love and amour. He embraced her with wide arms, whispering to her that the time for love was, that in waves of longing and starfires, he would keep his love in his soul. And the sea sang a ballad of longing, the waves caressed the light sand, the moon looked at them from the celestial height, blessing them with heavenly charm. On the clear night, under the fiery stars, they uttered an oath of love on the spot. Let it be just them to burn with longing, under the sun of life in their love. And the sea was their covenant and silence, the waves witnesses of longing spheres, and their love, like a holy song, will live in the waves, in the wind and in song. The days flowed with the scent of serenity, on the golden beach under the divine sky. She watched him as he floated in the waves, and her young heart secretly burned. And every moment he saw her, a living flame in his soul grew. Words of longing, whispering glances, they intertwined in the natural gesture. On a terrace under the blazing sun, he told her of his longing with a convinced smile. She, ashamed with her eyes downcast, listened to the beating of vibrant hearts. They laughed and dreamed under the clear sky, sipping from their gazes with divine thoughts. And the wind blew and carried their longing, secretly binding their hearts in their flight. Towards evening, on the beach under the moonlight, they walked bare steps on the sand that gathers, their footprints, two hearts on the way, towards the mystery of love and the fire of now. With waves whispering on the silent shore, she felt desire like the growing fire. He told her with a gentle and smooth voice, that love is holy when it has destiny. And so, under the stars on the ember night, they let the nectar of love flow, secretly binding their destinies, smooth and smooth, under the sea that listens to stories of destiny. Under the summer sky with burning stars, they swore their longings in unquenchable whispers. The sea sang to them with waves of fire, the love that burns and in the soul gives way. On the wet sand the bodies lay, encompassed by charm, by absolute longing. She, the pure virgin with a living heart, given him the world and the late mystery. He, like a god under the moon watched, whispered words of heavy love to her. And she, trembling with her eyes closed, felt how the love in her soul snowed. The waves washed away the burning desire, leaving the bodies in covenant, a holy covenant under the infinite sky, a mystery that the virgin keeps in her womb. And the dawn broke from the night of embers, comforting love with its own border. Looking into each other's eyes with an open soul, they knew that longing could not be written. Under the new sun with its fiery rays, they stepped onto the beach, leaving their own game, and each step was a testimony of the night of longing and of first love. And the sea whispered, wave after wave, about the love that has no end. And she, with her gaze raised to the sky, knew that love is blessed, On the terrace at dawn with hot coffee, they told each other their desires and hot thoughts, eyes touched with shy courage, under the gentle sun on the sea's mirage. He stroked her hair with trembling hands. She smiled slightly with hungry words. Words melted in coffee steam, and time stood still looking at them like this. The beach called them with its burning sand, and the gentle waves that faded in the horizon. They walked slowly with steps of desire. Every moment was a belief. Late at night, in the moonlight, they walked through dreams under the good star. And the wind told them stories from long ago, about the love that would come soon. In the white bedroom with the scent of the sea, they left their bodies in sweet calling. In long hugs and soft kisses, they got lost in love, forgetting about needs. The virgin of yesterday with a full heart, she felt that love is not just light, but it burns and hurts and gently caresses, and leaves a burning longing in the soul. And the morning caught them empty of sins, in tight arms with pure longings. They promised each other that the sea would be their altar, where their love would not be in vain. On the serene shore with mother-of-pearl waves, they swore their love on the relief of the sea. Under the burning sky with pure blue, two full hearts in a sacred covenant. And every moment and every kiss, it was like a prayer, like a dream begun. With the sand under their feet and the wind in their hair, they forged their love in a beautiful setting. At dawn of light with rays of longing, she looked at him silently with the fear of love, and she understood that life and longing wrote their story, their adventure, their thrill. He whispered to her gently with a voice of mystery, "You are my star, I am your eternal dream. The sea will bear the word of our love. Waves and wind will be our covenant." The virgin in the dream was born in love. She left her fears under the sky of nature, because in his arms she found the truth. She understood love as the most sacred oath. With her eyes in the wave and the sun in her chest, they left each other in secret with their thoughts slow, and every touch and every step. It was a story, a beginning that remained. And the blue sea told them in whispers, that love is eternal even in the night, and that every wave and every longing will carry their story for the future. Under the moonlight with barefoot steps, on the hot sand in sweet kisses, they got lost in the mystery of the blue night, in warm embraces and solitary moments. The witness stars with soft brilliance, they watched over their love, bound in destinies, and the light wind caressed their skin, whispering the story that delighted their hearts. On the terrace in the light of a gentle lantern, they shared desires and flowing dreams, their eyes speaking without words, saying everything the soul feels. The waves singing a hymn of longing, they called them out to sea in a light dance. She followed him with her heart burning, she carried love in her soul crying. Towards dawn on the sparkling golden sand, they got lost in silence, time stopping. With united bodies and full souls, they wrote love in divine waves. And the sea, keeping the covenant of love, promised them that longing would be an eternal song, that every moment and every kiss will be memories that will never be lost. And she, a virgin of dreams and longing, understood love as a divine thrill. She let her heart fly to the sky, carried by the waves in a land of mystery. On the shore of love, under the starry sky, dreams merged in a luminous rhythm, and the voice of the waves whispered to them softly, that pure love is the complete gift. She, with a pure soul like a snow lily, left her heart open to a star, and he, conquered by her serene thought, caught her in his arms, longing for destiny. Their sweet kiss like the light wind, it secretly bound them with longing after longing. Under the moonlight on the sand spread out, they united their souls with a kiss of love. Every day when the sun rose, he looked for her and she waited for him. Their gazes met passionately, writing a story of immortal longing. And the sea, witness to their passion, sent its waves in tune, to sing their love in light whispers, to be their eternal story in the horizon. She was no longer just the girl who dreamed, but the woman the world was discovering, with a full heart and a fulfilled longing, in his arms warmed by the sun. And so the love in them grew, like the wave that beat towards the shore from the sea, preserving the mystery of the moment in every thrill. In a summer of dreams under the longing sky, under the clear sky with shooting stars, their love grew like a dream of great power. With every kiss, with every flight, they tied themselves tighter towards the high love. The beach whispered to them the mystery of the blue sea, and the wind, a leader of vast desires, caressed their faces with golden rays, caressing love like a secret scent. In his arms she felt at home, sharing desires while letting herself. On the wings of love like a bird in flight. Without fear, without longing, only love and thrill. The waves return in songs of longing, and they look at each other silently in the thirsty sea. I feel how each wave beat deepens their love, gives them wings to the shore. With each sunrise and with each sunset, their love grows like a simple dream from above. The sea and the sun, their silent witnesses. They two hearts in the same setting. She, the virgin in the dream, now a woman. And he, the boy with a plate and an empty soul. They love each other in secret under the starry sky. Their story is eternal and in unforgettable waves. The sea will deepen its echo of their love, every day and in every cloud, because in their hearts, love will not perish. It will remain like the sea, immortal without end. The call of the blue sea. On the seashore, under the clear sky, a boy sees a divine face, golden hair, a gentle smile. Her warm gaze, a burning dream. The sunrise lights up the horizon. Waves kiss the beach and the sea. She steps barefoot gently, and he looks at her with burning longing. The scorching sun caresses them. On the sand, the story begins to feel. Bodies shine at sunset, when the desire in their souls has reached them. Evening descends, the moon rises. The sea whispers with the voice of a strong wind. On the beach they walk hand in hand, with souls lit by the full moon. At the restaurant, under the lights of the clear story, sipping from glasses of amber wine, their gazes burn without words, hearts united in ardent desire. The night stretches like velvet. In the bedroom love is wanted. They merge in whispers and dreams. Under the shadow of desire, time is extinguished, and the blue sea calls them again, to swear their love under the new sky. In the waves to lose their crazy longing, and at dawn to reborn the love of now. Under the moonlight they embrace. The whispers of the sea vibrate in their chests. Their sweet kiss is like a kiss of blue waves on the silent shore. On the beach the sand writes stories for them, about the love that grows in their hearts, about desires that burn like a fire, and the moments that never die in their souls. Dawn breaks and the sea trembles. Their young love still leaps. Under the gentle sun and the clear sky, they know that their story has not ended. Eyes meet in the dance of the waves, and the sea sings them a triumphant hymn. They hold each other in their arms and time is silent, under the sun of life that has grown in their chest. On the hot sand the footsteps remain, as a sign of love under the sun and the wind. And the sea, silent, listens to their destiny, whispering truths carried by the wine. When the night returns with waves of longing, they flee in the silence of their mystery. They get lost again in dreams, in the longing for yesterday, under the stars that write the call of love. And so, the story in the waves was written, a pure love in time described, on the blue shore under the open sky, with hearts that beat in a dream world. Under the gentle breeze of the evening breeze, they stand embraced under the clear moon. Listen to the silence, look at the infinite, and feel how love is meant for them. The waves whisper stories from long ago, about loves that were not lost, about kisses stolen in the twilight, and longings that are hidden deep in the soul. Under stars that burn with unreconciled longing, they kiss in a lighted dance, and the sea pours its blue into their chest, binding their hearts in a righteous covenant. At dawn when the sun pours out, and the sea spreads its chosen color, they remain there on the shore asleep, in dreams of love forever merged. On the beach the sand keeps a secret, the steps left in a discreet dance, and the sea, keeping the echo of love, sings their story under the new sky. For their love is a traveling star, that burns eternally over the sea and the sun, and the wave that comes and the wave that goes, carries their love always passing them by. And in every wave that breaks the silence, a moment remains, the pleasure remains, that their love, born from the sea, will last forever with longing and dreaming. Under the vault of stars, a dream is hidden. In the arms of the sea, gently it opened, a world of longing and pure mystery, where love remains sculpted. They hide between the waves and whispers of the wind, and the sea listens to their love in words. On burning lips and in fiery breasts, a moment is born that has no luck. On the hot sand, body next to body, they merge into the body of desires, and the moon, amazed, stops to listen. How hearts seek each other, simple and silent. Their kiss wet with salt and light, is a song that the sea carries silently, and in every wave that comes and goes, there is an echo of love that comes and goes. They hide between night and day as in a game, their secret love, their fiery love, and in every moment lived on the beach. Desire ignites like a flame in a spell. When dawn returns and the light fades, they know that the story does not die, does not run away, but lives in the sea, in the wave and in the wind, like an oath written on the sand and in the word. And the sea sings them a holy song, about the love that was and what is, about stories that do not die in oblivion, but live in hearts carried by the sea. Under the gentle sun, the morning smiles. On fiery bodies, the light penetrates, and the sea touches them with light waves, like a sweet kiss with longing and coolness. They carry their steps on the endless shore, with hearts aflame with a fulfilled dream, and in every flight of the bird on the horizon, they write their love in the sky and under the sun. In the voice of the wave and in the singing wind, longing sways and their life delights, and the beach becomes a lit altar, where love was their gift incarnate. In the evening at the table under the starry sky, they say vows hidden in them, words of longing and late whispers, that burn like flames in nights of fantasies. And late at night in their room, desire and secret longing merge. In the bed with dreams and shadows of embers, they light up like a star that falls on the border. Under the moonlight, with their chests burning, they get lost in love, trembling in longing, and time stops, hides within them, leaving only love to flow through them. When dawn returns and the light calls them, they know that love is their sweet wound, that the sea preserves their sacred story, and the eternal wave of love sings to them. On the blue shore memories stretch, like the gentle waves that carry loves, and every moment preserved in the soul becomes a treasure of illuminated longing. Her warm gaze in sparkling rays makes him believe that the dream is gentle, and his right hand in her soft hair gets lost easily with love and patience. On the deserted beach at the dawn of words, desire combines with whispers of wind, and time breaks into blue waves, leaving only love to flow into the stars. Every night under the big moon, stories and fleeting dreams gather, but their love, like the sea that calls them, is a secret of the soul and burns like a flame. When the shadow of the sunset falls gently on the tan skin, on the burning body, they taste the silence in the moment of dream, in the white cloud bed with unconquered longing, and the sea thrills, sings to them softly, about desires and the gesture of love, about the thrill that passes through the skin, like the wind that plays on rebellious waves. And when the light of dawn fades, they know that love sings to them in flowers, that the sea keeps both the secret and the game, and whatever each wave watches over their luck. And in the dawn of light, when the sun is gentle, they stretch out on the sand with burning longing, embracing tenderly under the clear sky, and time disappears, remaining caressed. She laughs lightly and he looks at her. With his eyes on the sea, his love speaks, and in the play of waves and in rays of fire, they bind their destinies in secret luck. Their steps run along the silent shore, in the gentle silence of the rising sun, and the sea listens with the humble wave, the story of longing that binds their destiny. Dinner on the shore under a sapphire sky, with wine and a smile, with longing and delirium, they say their vow with trembling voices, that love passes by in the waves stepping on them, and the night clothes them in shadows and dreams, with bodies united in the secret abyss, and their love, in fires of longing, it burns hotter than flight. The moonlight settles on the pillow, it tenderly caresses them, love crowns them, and time falls asleep in the ember chest, leaving only love to burn in the border. And the sea on the shore sings its mystery, hides love in the sky and the waves, because the shore keeps, silent and faithful, the story of longing and the rebellious kiss. And the dawn returns with its pure light, on their warm skin kissed by longing, it catches their love like a light wave, and gently rocks them in a burning dream. Under the rays of the sun on the shining shore, they touch each other with their eyes and say to each other, smiling, that the sea is their altar of desires, and the waves sing hot songs. On the beach they run barefoot and light, stepping over the traces that disappear underfoot, and their sweet laughter on the waves floats. Love in hearts always blooms. The evening catches them with their chests pressed together, and arms tight, dizzy with longing. Under the blue sky and the full moon, they are linked to the stars in secret guilt. In the gentle room with the smell of the sea, they seek each other in whispers and in warm calls, and the bed becomes a shore of dreams, where love blooms in the sea, and time trembles in the blue sea. When the night is deep and the moment is vast, they burn in desire, in dreams of embers, on bodies of sand and thoughts of grace. and the sea hides under waves of fire, the story of love and love's luck. And even then the dawn will separate them. On dreamy shores they will find themselves. And in every wave that headed towards the shore, a whisper of his love was hidden, because the sea kept in its heavy depths the secret of love and the dream always. Under the stars that burn in the summer sky, they swore their longing evening after evening, that in the waves and in the wind, in the hot sand, love is their call and longing does not lie. At dawn, when the light slips in gently, and the wind sings to them of the flight of longing, they catch themselves in silence with an open soul, under the rays of the sun and the promised sky. And the beach calls them again to stories, under the shadows of shells and under the heavenly waves. They touch each other with their eyes and tremble with longing. Love flows easily through their blood. At dinner they meet under the illuminated sunset, with wine and a smile, with a pure soul. In every word and in every sigh, they are connected to the sea in divine longing. And the late night brings them mystery. With hungry lips and bodies of heaven, they merge secretly under the shadow of the moon. Endless stories, crazy love. And the sea sighs, preserving the memory. When the tide returns, it brings love. On the beach they remain, drawn in the sand, the traces of love, silent and ripe. And in the gentle dawn, when the light starts, they look at the sea with a sweet call, with tearful eyes and a pure smile, under the rays of the sun in rocking longing. And the wind blows, whispering memories, with a voice of love and thousands of looks. On the bodies the scent of the wave remains, unspoken stories of an ancestral longing. They walk on the shore with hands clasped lightly, with their steps in the sand and in their dreams, and every moment and every gesture bounds them forever in the same protest. On the mysterious shore, under the ember stars, they kiss in secret with wandering longing, and the moon keeps under its cloak their pure, deep and heavy love. In the late evening, in the whispers of the wind, they swear that longing will be a covenant, that the sea is their dream altar, and time is only a second on fire. And the night descends, bringing mystery, with waves that touch the sky of love. They hide in love, they get lost in the kiss, with the sea as a witness under the silent sky. And the sea, silent, writes their destiny, in the foam that brings stories without pain, that their love, under the sun and the moon, will last forever with the wave together. And in every sunrise, love is reborn, with rays that burn in the heart at peace. They are just a dream, a piece of longing, and the sea whispers to them in flying waves. Under the starry sky, on the deserted beach, they remain together, one being, hands clasped like waves in the wind, with longings that burn in the song of love. And the sunset comes in fiery colors, in their eyes full of an ambiguous mystery. They get lost in the gaze, in the secret that binds them, and the sea in silence is dear to them. On the warm shore, under the shining moon, they hold hands with longing flying. Each step on the hot sand deepens their love in frail waves, and the night brings them under the living stars. Endless loves and empty dreams, they get lost in their arms with burning bodies, and the sea sings to them in vibrating longings. In their secret world only the two of them remain. Their love flows like a good stream, and the waves of the sea, like longings without trembling, they will always keep the same sacred vows. And every day under the clear sky, they will be only love without any torment, and the sea will be their peaceful witness forever, as a silent witness of an endless love. The sun and the moon, forbidden love, they secretly guard it. Two stars meet and their moment grows. At sunrise they seek each other, in the fire of the morning, and they burn their love in secret on the edge of life. When dawn breaks, the sun rises. It gives light on the vault, the earth pampers it. It seeks its beloved, but she fades away smoothly, hidden in the shadow of evening, of longing and destiny. But evening trickles down with velvet steps, and the moon shows itself, queen in the heavy night. She shines white through the veil of mystery, calling her dear son from the horizon with mystery. And again they meet on the western ridges. They kiss in secret with their unspoken longing, moments of happiness between fire and light. But fate separates them because the day is ending. On their golden sky, with longing they comfort each other, and time is an enemy and the moment is late. A brief comfort, a fleeting kiss, then longing remains in its wandering wind. The sun descends with fiery steps. The moon remains alone under the frozen clouds. She stares longingly at the horizon, longing to see it again. But the night embraces her with her heart fading, and the moon cries in secret, in silver tears, and the sun on the horizon, feeling longing. They both swear that they will see each other again. At the next sunrise when the moment calls them. They write the story on the sky with rays and clouds, with dreams reborn in moments of thrills, and each day carries them among the horizons, to be together to bear their suffering. But the laws are heavy and the sky is petrified. Their love remains a half-fulfilled dream. They meet for a moment, they are lost in eternity, but flashes of love are never forgotten. And so time flows and so a day passes, and the moon and the sun will always last. Their eternal love shines in infinity, a covenant of fire rewarded by the heavens. But time has no end and the stars whisper that in the mystery of the universe and longings grow. And maybe one night when the world will be silent, they will unite in secret when fate will give in. They will burn the black sky with their blazing fire, and the day will break and the night will fade, and the world will witness their crazy dance. When the sun and the moon will love each other enough, then there will be no more day or night, but only a sky of flames and unripe rays, with golden kisses and caresses of longing, an eternal covenant in their universe. And they will float through the stars in eternal love, with no law or creation to separate them, and all that will remain in the wide and clear sky will be the holy light of wandering longing. But until then, at dawn and in the secret of sunset, they meet for a moment with their souls hidden, and they tell each other their love again with ardor and fire. In the last ray and in the last luck, the earth is silent and the forest trembles, when the moon gives its light and the sun disappears, and only the wind knows from how many worlds have broken the silent stories that were hidden in the rays. This is how they have lived for centuries, this is how they always live. The sun and the moon under the heaviest sky, but their holy love with unfulfilled longing will last in the stars of the rising heavens. And maybe in a moment when time will give way, they will unite forever in a great star, and the world will know in the dawn of infinity their secret story of heavens fulfilled. Until then they seek each other on the edges of the sunset. They meet in secret with their unspoken longing, and the sky is their witness and the stars watch. Their eternal love which does not dissipate. For longing does not fade and the moment does not end. As long as the moon and the sun are guided, in their fiery dance, in their eternal game, they will write forever their fiery love. And if the wind is silent and the clouds open, the word that time has built is seen in the sky. A whisper of light, a silver secret, which tells how love remains on earth. For the world is a moment and time is a sigh, but their longing for eternity is alive and serene. And even if they part, the sky awaits them. Love remains a bow beyond time. They will burn in the twilight and at dawn they will light up. They will be a living story contained in the shadows, and maybe we, looking at them, will understand how their love is the beacon that shines now. And maybe one evening when the stars light up, we will hear the echo of their love coming, a whisper of desire, a traveling ray that connects our world to their great mystery. And then we will understand, looking towards infinity, that the sun and the moon from longing were conceived, because their fire of a moment and their burning longing wrote in the sky the story that time has conquered. And maybe in a lifetime, or maybe right now, we will find love again in the rays of smoke, and we will love like the stars with boundless longing, with fire that does not go out, with an infinite soul. Thus remains written in the illuminated sky their hidden love and cursed longing, which seek their fulfillment at dawn and dusk, and mourn their cruel destiny forever unfulfilled. But even unfulfilled, their love is alive, a song of light, a mystery that never dies, for their holy fire is a star's flame, which burns through the ages and will last in hearts. And if in a noon or maybe in a twilight, we will feel how the desire penetrates our soul, it is the sun that calls and the moon that answers, with their secret voice that penetrates the heart. And even if they mourn their love on the edge of dawn, they will not lose their longing in the trembling ages, for the sky is their home and time is their covenant, and their burning longing is law on earth. In rays and in shadows they write their destiny, and in every moment they seek the divine. They touch each other at the dawn of life, they fade away at sunset, but love remains in the unceasing sky. When the clouds gather and the wind breaks, they whisper their love under the silent rays. And even if they don't see each other and the world doesn't know them, they search for each other in silence, in the great eternity. And the sky listens to their stories of longing, and the stars jump and the clouds give them flight, and the wind brings them the most sacred echo. of the love that burns, an immortal word. For love does not die and time does not break it, and their eternal longing in the rays trickles. And even if they part and the horizon oppresses them, their fiery love remains holy in the house. And maybe one evening with the sky bent, they will dare for a moment to burn mercilessly, and the world will witness their pure fire, which in mystery and light in the heavens will dance. And the moon will be the sun, and the sun will be a longing that does not fade, a ray in the eternities, and in their supreme moment, with the sky as an altar, they will unite forever in beautiful and clear longing. Then there will be light and there will be no night, for the sun and the moon have merged into the day, and time will be silent and the world will watch, a sky of fire and rays that will last forever. But until that moment they search for each other in sighs, at the dawn of life on the edge of torment, and they write the story in the sky with rays and longing, of the sun and the moon, of love and flight. And we, looking at the heavens with eyes in the sunset, we will know that in their secret, a longing has ravaged us, and maybe in our lives their love we will write, a fire that does not go out, an eternal torch. And thus it will be written from age to age of longing, their silent story with rays and clouds, because the sun and the moon, although they are always lost, leave their living trace in the eternal sky, and the clouds will be witnesses and the wind will whisper, of the secret that will live in light and shadow, because every day and every night, their holy longing carries them which cannot be in the ages. They will be a look at dawn, a word at evening, and even when the world is silent, they burn on the same wind, touch each other in brief moments, in rays of oblivion, and cry the separation in their great calling. But the living love, which time does not break, will write among the stars the customs of their longing, and even if they end in the moments of fire, they find themselves in secret in the last luck. For no sky bears witness to their longing more vividly, and no cloud sings of its love as they know it. They burn and fall apart in shadows and light, and time remains only the moment that sighs. And if blue stars sing their heavy longing, 'tis because love never dies. It changes into white rays, hides in the silent hour, but it also burns in the shadow and in the lost sunset. And maybe a day with clear skies will come, when the sun and the moon will be sent on their way, to burn in an embrace that the world will call, and time will break from longings and poems. Then there will be a night that will never end, and in the golden rays love will live. They will be the holy light and the shadow of mystery. They will burn together in the immortal sky. But until that moment they search in vain, at the dawn of life in the wandering time, and leave the world their longing and their hidden fire, which burns over the ages and will not be enough. And we, with our eyes in the skies at dawn and dusk, we will know that it is only the love that has stopped in the ages, and carrying it in our hearts with mystery and fire, we will also write the longing in their world on the spot. And in the last moment when the sky will be silent, when the sun and the moon in their arms will be seen, time will open, the cloud will part, and in a kiss of rays their longing will burn. They will then be a flame, an immortal fire, that sings its happiness in the flight of love. They will dance over the horizon, over the earth and the stars, secretly uniting the world like no other. And there will be no pain, no shadow, no sigh, but only holy light from incarnate longing. Because the sun and the moon are finally united, they will be a star in the sky, of boundless longing. They will burn in the middle of the night, they will shine at dawn. They will be a mysterious song of rays and shivers, and the world will watch as the sky splits, in pure love, in longing that does not separate. And perhaps in eternity their story will be a song told by the winds and written in the foundations, so that the world will know that fiery love never perishes and knows no place. For eternal love is not bound by the earth. It burns across the ages in the sky and in its song. And what if separation is a law between them? Their love is the star that burns among the valleys. And every night and every day, when the sun rises, when the moon comes, we will know that at any moment, at any sunset, they touch each other with burning longing and tireless fire. And maybe we, in secret, in nights of burning longing, we will whisper to them the love that time has conquered. And in the rays and in the light falling from their eyes, we will also catch the longing of the soul's song. For the sun and the moon, although they cannot stay, they search for each other in silence on their difficult path. But their longing remains, and their love and their dream, what the law has written in the heavens, loving even the unfathomable. And so, with each sunrise and sunset, we will know that in love, nothing is the end, that the sun and the moon, from longing in pure fire, will burn forever in the immortal sky bound. And even if they part at the dawn of dawn, and meet at night in the secret kiss, their love remains, burning for eternity, a covenant of stars which time does not bend. When the moon cries in the shadow and the sun goes out, they leave longing in the rays that the world touches, and they write their story on the sky with tears and fire, an oath that burns and the sky holds in place. On the vault clad in shadows of mystery, they search for each other with ardor from a corner towards the sky, and every moment when their eyes light up, it is a wound and a love that does not let itself be defeated. And the sky listens to them and the stars watch them, and the wind gathers their earthly sigh, and their longing becomes in the night a covenant that binds eternity to the word of love. For their longing is secret and eternally rises, like a living prayer, like a beam that leaps, and time bends them and the world separates them. But love remains, burning in the sky far away, and maybe in other lives, in other holy skies, they will burn without fear and without words, and in their arms they will hold each other of unceasing longing, like the sun and the moon burning in infinity. But until then they fade away in every horizon, leaving behind them a traveling shadow, and we catch their longing in the silent soul, and we carry it further in an unknown song. For their world is the secret that we carry, in the nights of vigil when we call the stars, and in our gaze their fire is ignited, and we are also part of their eternal longing. This is how the moment is written, this is how we always live, under the sky that hides an immortal longing, and the sun and the moon in every thought leaves us the memory of their burning love. And when we look to the horizon at the late sunrise, we know that love burns in the deserted sky, and in our hearts we keep this word: the love that is holy lives on earth, and in every ray and in every cloud, the immortality of their love of longing is written, because the sun and the moon, although they are always lost, touch each other in mysterious moments, with longing and eternal fire. When the dawn breaks and the shadows go, they leave a trace in the sky, a longing for a bewildering time. And in the night that follows at the edge of the sky, they meet again in secret with their awkward fire. And the world doesn't even know how much longing hides in the horizon, how many loves fade between light and dawn. But the sky is their witness and the stars sing to them, and the wind carries their broken story in secret. They touch in the middle of a moment, they seek each other at dawn, and time stops between so many clouds, because their longing is a law that cannot be broken, and the sky opens when love reaches it. And maybe one evening, under the infinite sky, they will burn without fear in a destined kiss, and the world will be silent and time will watch, as the sun and the moon in their arms will end. But until then only the unsurpassed longing remains, which flows like water from the heavens to the clay. And in the depths of the night and in the dawn of dawn, a love is written that has not yet ended. And we, under the open sky, looking at the silent horizon, we will know that every light that lights up is their burning longing, is their pure fire, which burns both in a moment and in eternal sin. For the sun and the moon, although they cannot stay, leave their memory anywhere in this world, and we carry their longing and we carry their fire, in our hearts, in song, in the stars and in everything. Thus it will be forever, thus it was written in the star, that eternal love cannot cease, and their moment of longing is our immortality, and their fire is the world's earthly desire. And maybe one night when the sky will give way, they will unite in secret and burn forever, and the world will understand that their burning longing is the secret of the whole world and the unconquered fire. And if in a light when the sky will be silent, they will shine side by side and no one will take them, then their awkward curse will end, and the sun and the moon will be one sky. They will dance among the stars, in eternal rotation, without the delay of time separating them anymore, and the world will look with an open soul, the miracle that was written in the secret of long ago. And their longing will flow, like a smooth and clear river, and will sanctify the earth with the altar of love, and every flower and every wind will say that love conquers every thought, and man will understand that every day, love is the light that cannot die. Because if sun moon in the sky have found each other again, nothing stands before a holy kiss. And maybe we too, under the lost signs, we will learn that longing is the mystery of love, and that in every moment of the evening, a story is born, an undefiled dream. And thus the whole world will be a prayer, to the mysterious sky, to the wondrous stars, and the sun and the moon, united forever by longing, will be the living icon of the love of love. Because everything that is light and everything that is sunset is born from love and dies when it has flowed, and in every horizon and in every cloud, a hope lives from their old thrill. This is how the mystery closes, this is how we sanctify the word. That eternal love is the holiest impulse, and even if separated at dawn and dusk, the immortality of a desired kiss remains. And thus, dear viewers of the pure sky, know that love is also an ally. And the sun and the moon, although they cannot remain, they are born and die forever in the longing that holds them. But if in a moment from the stars we descend, and the sun and the moon in our souls we gather, we will understand the secret that has hurt for centuries. That love is life even if it is a lost longing. And we will carry in our hearts that kiss of fire, which burns even in the shadow and in the day without place, because their secret longing is our holy longing, and in every heart we carry a covenant to it. Under the vault of immortality we will raise songs, about the love that defies all horizons, about the sacred kiss stolen at sunrise, and about the eternal longing that was not fulfilled. And when I look at the heavens on nights with cold stars, I see them touching each other secretly, how they burn but not forever, and in every ray and in every cloud, I feel them close, secretly living their own longing. Thus is destiny written with unconsoled fire, with sun and moon of unreconciled longing. But even the struggle and the torment of love is part of the love that has no end. And maybe one day when time will give way, they will burn in the same sky as no one has dreamed, and they will know no end or beginning, but only living love forever without end. Their story remains under the starry sky, a covenant of rays and immeasurable longing, and we who look with our eyes to the sunset, we carry their love further upwards. For love is the power that the sky has bound, and the sun and the moon, although they have moved away, remain a living icon of pure longing, which cannot be forgotten even for a moment. This is how the mystery ends, this is how it is written in the mind. An eternal love that burns on earth, and in every soul that loves with a thrill. The sun and the moon live in their longing, and even if time passes like the wind that never stops, their love remains like the sun's rays during the day, and every night when the day has set, we will feel that it is close, the unyielding thrill. For the sun and the moon in secret are found, even when they do not embrace us they still love us, and in every horizon, in every moment, they will whisper in our ear, love does not fade, does not dissipate. Under the infinite sky, under the shadows of dreams, they burn endlessly like an unfathomable longing, and we like shadows carry this flame, because their love is the light that clothes us. And when the night darkens and the stars go out, they remain immortal in the love they deepen. In the heart of every story, in every longing, their secret remains which cannot be locked by any cloud. So, at sunrise we watch how they meet, and we know that at that moment the sun and the moon rise, in a dance of light, in a silent kiss, and their longing burns in our silent soul. For even in the abysses, in endless nights, their love burns in the universal land, and every ray that sets or rises is an echo of love that cannot be extinguished in the horizon. And every day in which the sun caresses us will bring with it their memory which does not go away, and we will always live in their burning longing, like the sun and the moon, a longing that never goes away, not even in a dream. In every dawn, in every sunset, their love is life and time has been silent, because in their secret world, in their secret fire, a longing is born and extinguished that will never stop. So that every moment when the sun returns, and the moon in the shadow of the night brings us a hope, we will know that their love is the fire that burns, and in our hearts their love never fades.